Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I born in Hong Kong and live here for 26 years.
Yes, I am. I born in Hong Kong.
No, I came from mainland Xi'an. It's in Shanxi province. Yeah.
Beijing.
For university study accounting and finance.
Yeah, we are classmates.
For 1 year and a half.
Yeah, I've been here for almost 4 years.
My hometown is Xi'an. In the mainland, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Both of us.
Born in Hong Kong.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I like it quite a lot. Yeah. You ask for a reason. You ask for.
Yeah, very like it. It's a very popular city and a lot of the delicious food and also for the shopping mall. Yeah.
And it's a convenient place. Yeah, you use excellent public transport. Yeah, MTR is very convenient and great educations. 3 9 years educations. We don't have to worry to pay too much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. This is our family.
Yeah.
And have a lot of local culture. And we love Hong Kong very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. The reason is a lot of things happen here, and also, let's say, if you live in Australia, the things are not that crowd, and then you can't find a lot of things in one place. So in Hong Kong, it's nearly you can find everything, and also quite cheap because most of the supplier are from China. Yep. I like.
Sure, it's very convenient. You can see a lot of shopping mall and the urban planning is quite good.
No. I've lived in the same flat for 10 years, and I don't think I'll move to another flat for next few years. Yeah.
Me too. I live in my flat for almost 3 years, but I think coming years I will still live in there.
Yeah. Because it's expensive to move. Yeah. So
flat is so expensive nowadays.
yeah, property prices very expensive.
I have changed once. Once upon a time, I lived in old urban places, and then my parents think the flat is too old. The maintenance fee is very high, so it's better to get a new one in the new center. And then we lived there about 8 years ago and changed there.
No, I live in a countryside in Hong Kong. So basically I need 1 hour and something to come here. I work just somewhere around here. But I like it because it's not, the transportation is convenient, and also if you're in the countryside, the job opportunity is not that a lot. So it's easy for me, like come here and then I can live in the countryside. I mean, still apart in Hong Kong.
I think yes, at least 10 more years future I will still live in Hong Kong. But for much more long time I don't know, because there is some problem in Hong Kong. The inflation is too high, so we cannot get many money to afford our housing, and the price of the properties is increasing very incredibly. Yeah.
I think I will stay here. Why? Because this is my home place. I born in here, and all my families are here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still considering this because I'm considering whether to study my master in maybe somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, I plan to go to the US to obtain a master, but not sure whether come back to Hong Kong to work.
I think It depends on like my partner in the future. Like let's say if I have a boyfriend or I marry someone from overseas, and I will like see, yeah, consider about that. But basically, right now, I think Hong Kong is not really a good place to live because the house costing is so much. Uh, you need to pay maybe 40% of your income or like maybe 60% of your income to rent a place and live comfortably. And the housing here is really small. I don't feel that is a good space for human being.
Well, I wish we can live in Hong Kong.
Yeah, of course. I think although living in here is very expensive, but I will still live in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Yes, and I think in my rest of my life, I will still live in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I love Hong Kong very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to stay here for the future. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Proud of Hong Kong. Well, but being a Chinese with a fairly nice legal system. Yep, we are all law abiding. Yeah, we have quite a bit of international exposure. We give a good mix between Chinese and Westerners. Is something we're proud of. And meanwhile, we still have some good attributes for Chinese, like a filial piety, stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, we are proud of Hong Kong, but more about its culture, its history, but not what it is now. Yeah.
I think Hong Kong, a lot of people are very smart and motivated. Because I listen from other friends when they go to the other country, those people are living just very comfortably, but they are not very motivated. For Hong Kong, I think it's very energetic places. Wherever people have passed through the hard time, such as 2003, the SARS, a lot of the people dead from the diseases, they do not fear. They have a very high energy to strive for a better life. This is the thing I'm proud of Hong Kong.
I don't really like think in here. I don't feel so proud I'm a Hong Kongese or anyone because I think all the people they just live in the planet and they are the same. So yeah, just need to be nice to other people. That's it.
How do I think about the government about Hong Kong? I don't have any opinion. I'm neutral about this.
Politicals. Now it's a bit strict by the China because it is going to return to China anyway. But I think the most important problem is to solve the gaps between the rich one, wealthy one, and the poor one. Because you can see a wealthy city like this, about 1 million of the poor people living here, and they are, for example, you are having a lunch very comfortably, and they need to go to the rubbish bin and take out the food from there. So I think the best quality is to just to a little bit strictly the wealthy guy. For example, more taxes or the poverty tax is to increase so people can live and earn a living and more easier to live in for the poor guy. Yeah, just like this.
In here, I mean, like right now, it's a mess. Like, if you watch the news, there's lots of things about the headmaster in Hong Kong, and they can't really stand out as a like honest person to represent the government. Yeah, that is a bit messy. Yeah, but I don't really like brand or participate in this kind of stuff because I think we're just like really small, and also I don't really, I mean, like at the moment it's safe and I feel comfortable about the government stuff, so I don't really care at the moment.
I think nowadays Hong Kong government is a little bit strange because a lot of things seems someone is controlling us and we can have a mentally healthy government.
Yeah,
And
because the main point is we in the past we were ruled by the UK government, the British government, and some of us have been very accustomed to it. Like we have many English signs in Hong Kong, and we are accustomed to some values like liberty, freedom of speech. But seems nowadays this kind of freedom is kind of destroyed and has been, I mean, we are deprived of this kind of values more and more nowadays. So yeah, so the government, perhaps we can say that they are becoming worse. Yeah.
because in the past few months, Hong Kong just changed the chief executive,
Yeah.
and a lot of cultures have been changed already. We
Yeah.
think it's no longer good as the past.
Yeah. Exactly.
Totally different.
Totally different. So that's why we have so many conflicts between us and the mainlanders. Yeah, like values, like politeness, like they will, some of them, just some of them will do some strange actions like throwing rubbish on the floor, spitting on the floor, but just some of them, um but that will cause a lot of conflicts between us. Yeah.
Yeah. Fundamentally, it's quite different. Yeah. Like I would say culture or some kind of behavior. Like if you go to TST, go to the shopping mall, you can easily distinguish is a Hong Kong people or Chinese. Maybe just from just like the way they speak. Yeah, just like for Hong Kong, I don't think being a Hong Kong people will speak that loudly. But for Chinese, yeah, you may be far away, you can hear them shouting, but they say they're just chit chatting. And maybe MTR, something like the attitude, politeness, like we will give seats to the elderly, to those in need. But you never saw that for Chinese. I mean, from mainlander.
Yeah.
Police is better than my life. Like the traffic, some people sense. I think
Out there is different. The living style, the culture, the language, the habit, the food, a lot of things.
I think there you can see a several perspectively. Yeah, because for the one culture, we are not very traditional because we follow some of the global rules. Yeah. Secondly, the mindset, I think, because in the mindset of Hong Kong, we are something else. We are Hong Kongers, not very involved in the Chinese, and some of us not very agree with what their behavior. For example, those Chinese guy going, there is a toilet nearby, but they don't go there, and the parents bring the children and something finish here. A lot of these cases and the moral standard. I think if the Chinese guy can increase their standard, and then we Hong Konger can accept them. Just this in this perspective.
Uh, of course, like China is really big and Hong Kong is really tiny, and also like the policy in China and Hong Kong is different. So I think the people in here it's more freedom. Like if they have the passport in here, they can travel Europe without apply the visa, and the living quality I think it's a bit better than China because in the government they have like some QC if the stuff import from somewhere else. So like let's say the food is more quality and you feel safe to eat it. But in China, I mean, some of the place you can't really sure.
Yes, a lot of difference. Maybe the living habit because in mainland China we tend to have to sleep earlier and get up earlier, but here in Hong Kong maybe someone just sleep and until noon.
And you?
Hong Kong is of course more international, and compared to my hometown, people here are maybe more polite and maybe quiet. But yeah, Hong Kong, the life in Hong Kong is so busy that people work more faster and faster every day. Yeah, in my hometown, very relaxing. Everyone is relaxing.